I used to think that if I wasn't moving at 100 miles an hour, I was falling behind. I had this internal clock ticking down, convincing me that I needed to build my career, my body, my relationships, everything, right now. It felt like I was constantly running on a treadmill set to max speed just to stay in the same spot. I was busy. Incredibly busy. But I wasn't building anything solid. I was just vibrating. And I realized I wasn't alone in this feeling. We've been sold a lie. The lie that speed equals success. For a long time, I listened to that voice of hustle. It's seductive, isn't it? It feels productive. It reminded me of an old story I heard about a young potter. He wanted wealth and fame fast. He saw the master potter making beautiful, durable pots slowly, one by one. But the young potter thought he knew better. He thought, why make one good pot today when I can rush and make 20 mediocre ones? That was me. I was the young potter. I was prioritizing quantity over quality in every aspect of my life. I'd start 5 projects, finish none of them, and call it a productive week. I was addicted to the feeling of starting, the dopamine hit of doing. Hustle convinced me that sleep was for the weak and that depth was a luxury I couldn't afford. But here's the thing about rushing the process, whether it's pottery or life. When you speedrun the foundation, you create hidden weaknesses. In the story, the young potter puts his 20 rush pots into the kiln firing. He turns up the heat too fast, trying to speed up the baking process. And when he opens the kiln the next morning, every single pot is cracked. Ruined. They looked like pots on the outside, but they had no integrity. That's exactly where I ended up. I hit a wall. Burnout wasn't just being tired, it was the realization that all the manic energy I spent hadn't actually built anything lasting. I had a dozen cracked projects and a fractured sense of self. Hustle had promised me the world, but left me with nothing but anxiety. I had to stop. I was forced to stop. And in that silence, I started paying attention to a different approach. I looked back at the master potter in the story. While the young potter was frantic, the master was deliberate. He spent days sourcing the right clay. He wedged it slowly to remove air pockets. He shaped it with intention. I realized I needed to meet growth. Growth doesn't scream. It doesn't wear neon. It's quiet. It's the discipline of doing one thing well, even if nobody is clapping for it right now. I started trading intensity for consistency. Instead of trying to write a book in a month, I aimed for a page a day. Instead of trying to fix my entire life in a weekend, I focused on one habit. It felt agonizingly slow at first. It felt like I was losing the race. The master potter only made a few pots that week, but they survived the fire. They were valuable because they were durable. The trap of hustle culture is believing that fast equals far. It doesn't. Fast usually just means fragile. If you feel behind today, maybe it's because you're measuring yourself by hustle's clock. Stop looking at the quantity of what everyone else is producing. Start looking at the quality of what you are building. It's okay to slow down. In fact, it's the only way anything worthwhile ever gets made.